Hi, I'm Ghazi, and I'm an international teacher in Germany. And I'd like to tell you about one of my scuba stories. Back in the day, I wore a different hat in addition to my teacher hat, as I was a scuba instructor, which is an open water scuba diving instructor. And I used to take, students and teach them how to dive. Um, on the dive boats, we'd have, a mix of divers and snorkelers. And there was this one time we were in Fujairah in United Arab Emirates. We went for a dive, and then after the dive, we come back to the boat, and then we just kind of chill for a bit, and then we head back. But on this particular dive, as we were finishing the dive, all the snorkelers were finishing up and getting back on the boat, and we were joining them. We're all on a little reef at the time, and as we were boarding the boat, we got in before the snorkelers, and then somebody said, "There's a shark in the water." Now, here's the funny thing about divers and snorkelers. When you say shark to a snorkeler, they jump, they just panic and just they were clawing at the boat trying to get onto it as fast as they could. Whereas when you say that to a diver, we jump right back in the water. So all the people who got on the boat with their dive equipment literally dropped everything and jumped back in the water with their masks and snorkels to kind of see. And then we swam up to where the shark was spotted, and they were small black tip reef sharks, so they weren't very big. They were maybe about a meter or so they weren't that big. But we got to the location, and then we're just gonna stay there. We're floating, and then there must have been 19 or 20 of these little sharks just circling around us, going around us, and it was one of the most amazing experiences. There was like three or four of us there who actually jumped back in the water to go see, and it was just one of those things where like I've never seen anything like that since. It's just been like, wow, look at that. And when we were back to the boat to tell the other snorkelers and divers that we saw, they're like, what, where, when, what? It was incredible. It was such an amazing experience. And just to see them in the water and then how sleek and they are, because when you're diving, you are trying to find something like this. But to actually see it there, when snorkeling, you think, why am I learning how to dive? I can go as a snorkeler and seeing all this. But the snorkelers wanted nothing to do with the sharks. They just wanted to be back in the boat. And that is my diving adventure story.